dream I know, deep up my feelings for you. Watch.
The Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has urged the 10th Senate to support President Bola Tinubu's development plan for the country. Welcome to Reality Latest Gist, your home of news and politics. Thank you all for joining us on today's news. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do us a favor to subscribe and also turn notification bell to get notified when next we drop our video. Do stay tuned and you can send in your comments and keep the conversation lively on our comment section. Now on the headlines. The Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has urged the 10th Senate to support President Ahmed Bola Tinubu development plans for the country, saying that Nigeria never had such audacious plan since the days of the nation's founding fathers. Akpabio stated this on Thursday while speaking at the Senate's retreat on fiscal policy and tax reforms organized by the National Institute of Legislative and Democratic Study, held at 4 Points by Sheraton Hotel in Ikotekpene local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He said, "Today, more than ever before, we must come together in optimism to tow the roadmap of Mr. President, and where we consider that changes may be appropriate, work with the executive to perfect the document. Let us follow the plans before us." The founding fathers of our nation, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Sir Ahmed Bello, and others, had and followed a plan of development, and Nigeria, in their days, occupied a place of pride in the community of nations. Since then, we have not had the kind of elaborate plan put forward by Mr. President, and which targets growth in critical sectors of our economy and seeks to remove wastage in our economic cycle. Let us provide the launching pad for this audacious plan and acquit ourselves as patriots and worthy representatives of our people. Akpabio noted the significance of managing public expenditure, adding that the renewed hope agenda of Tinubu is one that shows good economic growth. Every plan, no matter how lofty and noble, needs to be financed. That is why we need to be taught public expenditure management, fiscal policy, and tax reform. Fortunately, the renewed hope plan is strong on the economic side. It proposes a 10% economic growth, which experts claim is achievable. It singled out the digital economy as a quick win for foreign exchange and job creation. We should note that Nigeria is the 7th largest internet-using country in the world, with an estimated number of 104.4 million users. Declaring the retreat open, Tinubu said it was unacceptable that 65% of Nigerians, representing 84 million people, were multidimensionally poor. The president, who was represented by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edu, said he was committed to making Nigerians' economy grow from the current 3% by ambition. Committed and objective is to make life better for all Nigerians. It is unacceptable that we are quoted as having 65% of the population. 84 million people are found as multi-dimensionally poor. The antidote to this is that this government is committed to doing all we can to make the Nigerian economy grow and achieve rapid, sustained, and inclusive growth. Tinubu said he cannot do this alone, so there has to be a team network, and of course legislators. The senators have a key role to play. At this time, when we are considering the medium-term economic framework and fiscal sustainability program, it is topical and timely that we should be having this retreat. On this part, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barrow Jubri, said fiscal policy and tax reform that guarantee the nation's survival should be central to Nigeria politics and governance, as long as it does not add to economic woes of the citizen. Our job at this retreat is to contribute to the discourse on the needed fiscal policies and tax reforms towards the realization of the 8-point agenda of the executive arm of government. We are to identify the policy, reform, and other economic plan in tandem with the thinking of the executive arm of government. The Speaker, House of Representatives, Honorable Abbas, Tinubu said that the high revenue spent on debt servicing constrained the fiscal space for other development needs, adding that the multiplicity and duplication of taxes impacts negatively the nation's efficient tax system. Tinubu stated that the House of Representatives was committed in its collaboration with the Senate to tackle the nation's fiscal problem through the implementation of appropriate legislative frameworks and measures. The gap between the federal government's revenue and expenses has grown 4 times larger between 2015 and 2021. In 2023, for instance, the expected budget deficit is over 10 trillion, which is mainly being funded through borrowing. Although our debt to GDP ratios remains relatively low compared to many countries, the proportion of revenue spent on debt servicing is high, which can constrain the fiscal space for other developmental needs. We in the 10th House of Representatives intend to work with the executive and stakeholders to improve the coherence of our tax system, both in terms of administration and operation. Accordingly, the fourth legislative priority in our legislative agenda, economic restructuring. We will use legislative measures to provide incentives on tax breaks to encourage innovations and for industry that have the potential for job creation and export growth. Akwa Ibom State Governor Umo Eno, who was represented by his deputy, Senator Akon Enyakinye, said the retreat shows the commitment of the 10th Senate in making laws for the economic prosperity and well-being of Nigerians. In his welcome remarks, the Director General, National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Study, Prof. Abubakar Suleiman, said as an institutional member of the Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, shows the importance of the National Assembly to the socio-economic agenda of Tinubu's administration. Suleiman explained that the retreat focus on fiscal policy and tax reforms demonstrates the commitment of the National Assembly to align with fiscal and sectoral reforms. In a broader perspective, permit me to note at this junction that this retreat should be viewed as part of the ways and means of enhancing the knowledge and strengthening the technical capacity of senators in the discharge of their responsibilities generally. Support the deepening of your knowledge and skill on public financial management and identifying how the Senate can support the Committee on the Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms. Things are getting worse and they are asking us to be patient. So guys, let me know your thoughts, your opinion, your contributions are in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube page yet, please do us a favor to subscribe. And also the notification bell to get notified when next we drop our video, as I'm sure you don't want to miss out on our trending latest news happening on social media. Once again, thank you all so much for staying tuned with us. We really do appreciate. On this note, we have come to the end of today's segment. Till I come your way next, stay safe guys. Bye.